friends, Nibs again, out in the garage, and I'm just want to do a quick mail call for you guys. This one ought to be a really cool addition to the channel. I did pick this up on eBay earlier this week, and it came really quick. And what the listing did say that it was not holding air, so I do suspect that it will need a full reseal. But the pictures really look kind of nice on it, so I decided to bid on it, and I got it pretty cheap. So we'll go ahead and open it up, and it's definitely not as long of a box as I was expecting for a rifle, but we'll see how it looks here. Hopefully it's everything that I bid on. I hate when I bid on something and don't get what I expected. Thankfully that does not happen often, very often at all. So I see part of it. Let's see how he kind of built this box out of cutting. Let's see. All right, there's the first half. I guess he just took the stock off, which is not a big deal with this gun, so let me just set that off to the side for a sec. All right, nothing else in there. All right, so here we go. Here's the buttstock. It's not in terrible shape for a gun that's probably close to 100 years old. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So here is the rest of it. And if you guys are not familiar with what I have here, this is a Crosman model 102, which I have had one of these actually on loan to the channel in the past. And I've always been looking for one since I had that one on loan. It was very, very interesting, very cool. And let me see if I can get this buttstock on here, and then we'll play around with it and see if it in fact does or doesn't work. I won't be disappointed if it doesn't, because the person made full disclosure and said that they didn't think it held air. These are very easy to rebuild. All the pieces inside are all the valve pieces. You can take them apart and it's just simple rubber washers and O-rings that hold it all together. Get this straight here. Okay. Yeah, it's a fine looking little. I think there's supposed to be a spacer in between there. Looks like there's a leather washer that goes in between there. Take a look at that. But there you go. That is a Crosman model 102. So this knob back here, this shape of the knob is, I found some documentation earlier when I got my model 101. I have out here just to show you guys. Model 101, which is a single shot, basically the same action but with a single shot bolt. And then this one is a bolt action as well, but it has a magazine tube that will hold, I think, 10 pellets if I remember right. But this bolt knob is, from what I've found previously, is indicative of a first edition model 102 or 101. They call it the mushroom cap or whatever. But there it goes, it cocked. So you want to, with these, you got to make sure you cock them first, or else the air will just bleed back out because the hammer's sitting against the valve. But you would cock it, and it's gravity fed. You cock it, a pellet would fall into this little piece back here, and then you close the bolt, and then that pushes that little carriage goes back over, and then the bolt pushes the thing. So here's the moment of truth. Nope, I hear it. It's holding a little bit of air. I don't know what I might. There was a little bit of air that got caught in there. It's catching a little bit. You know what I'm going to do is put a little bit of oil down inside the barrel and down inside the shot tube, and I'll leave it set overnight. And then I will get back out here tomorrow and play around with it. Let me just do one. I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to try one pellet in there just to see what it does before I cut off with you guys for tonight. Takes a very specific size pellet. Those ones are too long. Let me see here. I still intend on rebuilding this guy anyway, but if it will work right out of the box, that's so there's a little cover for the, there it goes, and it's not supposed to be pushed forward. Let me see. Now I can get one in there. You're supposed to pull it back. This little cover right here, it covers up the port once you fill the pellet chamber up. Okay, there it went in there. So now let me see if I gotta cock it first. Then you pull your it went in there. Ooh. It shot. Knocking my guns that I got here down on the ground all over the place. Alright, I like this. I'm going to try one more. I hope you guys don't mind. Come on. There it goes. It's actually shooting with some pretty good power. So anyway, there you go. That's that's pretty crazy. I bet if I put some oil in there and let them seals get a little bit of oil on them, I bet this thing will be working pretty darn good. And maybe I won't have to mess with it. Isn't that something? It definitely was leaking a little bit of air, but I think just getting a little bit of pump on it, and it's now starting to hold a little bit of air in there. So maybe just getting a little oil in there and getting them seals all oiled up will make a big difference. Anyway, there you go. There's my Crosman Model 102 to go along with my Crosman Model 101. I have another one in this series coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. It's supposed to be here. I actually bought that one before I bought this one, but the person actually wrote me and said they were very sorry. They had the flu, and they actually didn't ship it until just today. So I mean, things happen, and I'm not too worried about it, but that should be coming one day next week, and we'll have another mail call for another, and that one's pretty rare. These 102s in the older style are pretty uncommon as well, but that one that I have coming is a very rare gun. So anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, have a great day.